Bow. We're back, baby.
Fuck
Another
up.
crazy week. Man, that shit was crazy, man. I had a great time watching that. For those that tuned in, number one, we went pretty hard. Definitely a bounce back week for us. I had an incredible week. But yeah, the fastest main card we've had all year, or probably a record. They said ever, right? A pay per view that the
Was
main
it?
card ended the fast, like over about 21 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah, something like that. That's the whole main card because every single one was a finish.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. So they were trying to stretch that bitch out, but in pay per views, they kind of just gotta let it run.
Oh yeah, pay per
Uh,
view. They just let it run.
yeah. So hey, it was definitely a good ass card to watch, man. We definitely finished positive here. Nesto had a big week, 2-1 on the show with the Saint Denis. We both won Saint Denis here with the easy finish. People were like, "Oh, are
Yeah.
they overhyping him?" But hey, the hype train's real.
Favola is like too. He
And
was
his
doing good
opponent.
with the takedowns. He was doing good with the takedowns in the fight, but his chin ain't really all there. And what's his name? Hit him with that head kick. That was crazy.
That was nasty. And then you hit that parlay, the Van, Gordon, Godinez, and Sexy Mexi Castaneda for plus 480. And then Dern let us down, bro.
Oh,
You
Darren
killed
looked
your
like
other
shit.
parlay, and
Darren
it
went back.
killed my shit.
She went back to her old ways, man. She went in there and just like try to stand with a brawler who fucking and
Yeah.
that's once her chin got rocked, it was over. She was out there like looking sloppy, like it was done.
Mhm.
Her shit was done.
Hey, her shit. So, like the last couple fights, her boxing looked like it got better, but she stopped working with Perillo Boxing, and it looks like her home gym's not paying off right now. Her garage league.
Oh yeah, allegedly she went to go train with Cejudo a little bit, like she was doing like
Mhm.
going to different camps kind of thing or different head
Yeah.
coaches, but yeah, she looked terrible. She just like didn't do no game plan. It's like you don't go out there to go brawl with fucking Jessica Andrade. Like you gave her best way of winning the fight.
Uh-huh. Exactly. No challenge for her. That was easy.
Yeah.
So screw that. I mean, that was a bad look on my part. She definitely shouldn't have been a minus 190 favorite, even though she was on a little
Shit,
hot
yeah,
streak.
I got her. Nah, yeah, that's what I had to place a bet, but at the end
I had it at
coming close.
170. Yeah.
I think she closed like at minus like 210, damn near 220.
Yeah. A lot of the public money liked her, but a lot of people are also on Andrade. So, I was able to hedge a little bit in my bets, but yeah, it's for the show. It sucks, but I still went 2-1. Pereira, hey, new champ, two division. Uh,
Yeah.
Hey, Poetan's real, man. It looks like even the
No,
takedown, he
but
was able to defend the takedowns.
I mean, we kind of called it, bro. It was like Yuri always gets hit like hard, and he got hit hard. It was arguably to me, it was an early stoppage, but the fighter himself came out and said, "Oh, the ref was right." So you can't. Once he says that, it's like, what the fuck are you gonna say to
Yeah,
be right
exactly.
about anything? So if you haven't seen it, Porshaka went on his IG and said the ref was right. That if he would have got up, he still probably would have been got rocked or something like that. But yeah,
Yeah, he was already out.
Pereira, we called that fight, man. Yuri gone too long, and then you go in there and like you said, Pereira was able to stay away from the takedowns and grappling, and then
Hmm.
and ended up clipping him. And then the thing that sucks is just it got him clean, but then that little sequence, it was like, man, it was just like, oh, like fuck. But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, Yuri had a good chance. I mean, it was a good fight. He had his spots, but Pereira had a chin on him too. He was able to take some of the shots that Jury was there throwing. So,
Yeah,
um,
yeah,
you know,
and then Aspinall just got rid of Sergey easily.
easy, bro. Like, it can one of those things. He was just well rounded and was
Oh
able to
yeah,
also be way
he's
faster.
he's like the great white. He's one of them great whites like Nick Bosa, and Max Crosby. You feel me? Just athletic ass big white dude.
Yeah, Nick Bosa before the money.
Nah, Bosa's back. Bosa's back, man. We're gonna talk about that on the MMA Smokedown. But you seen that game against the Jaguars? He back.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that. But yeah, man, it looks like we both went 2-1. Because of Dern, I was only plus zero point 0.1 units. Nesta went up plus zero point 0.4, so we're up big for the show, man. So if y'all been tuning in and y'all been following, man, hopefully y'all haven't been fading. That's for damn sure. So let's keep it going, man. We got another card here. Obviously, it's kind of like a cool down right after a pay per view, but we still love it all the same here. UFC Fight Night 80 Vegas 82. in the small cage, Apex. Craig and Allen are the headliners, man. But we'll get into the beginning of the fights like we always do, from bottom to top, just like how we do it with the ladies. No, I was kidding. But yeah, we got a first fight here, just a warm-up opener. We got Jeka Saragi right here. He's I think the first Indonesian UFC fighter here. 13-3, little buff, small, swole guy, you know. And his last fight, you guys probably seen him. He actually lost to the Indian dude that most recently lost, Anju Jubli. Yeah, man. So that Indian guy was the guy that was lost at the last Fight Island, where the dude was barking at him. Y'all remember? And then he came back and got his ass beat up. So, and then we were talking about this with Max Griffin, where we're like, yeah, the Indian MMA scene ain't that strong yet. So, you know, the people he's only beating people like Kushal and them, your boy Kushal. But yeah, man, I as far as the odds here, it's a huge gap. We got Lucas Alexander already a minus 510 right now. He actually was open around a minus like 300 or so, now minus 500. Crazy, man. But I agree with it. I mean, I'm not probably going to bet it, but if you're really greasy and you want to start the first fight just with a parlay leg, you know, Alexander might be it, because Saragi, I would only look at him for a knockout, because that's the only way I think he's going to be able to win, is if he knocks dude out, which I don't think is going to happen. But might be value over there, though, whenever the prop comes out. But I'm going Lucas Alexander here.
Little Lucas.
Yeah, man. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm just rolling with you on that one. You feel me?
Yeah, Saragi, not UFC level yet. Next up here, we got Charles Johnson against Rafael Estevam. Man, Charles Johnson, for those, he might look familiar, 13-5. He's always be filling in for last-minute fights. But 2 losses in a row here. He lost to Cody Durden and Ode Osborne in a split decision here. You know, he's not terrible. He's actually a grappler and pretty decent all around. But Estevam, I like Estevam here, man. He's only a -1. I got him at 120, but he's at 130. I still think it's good. Estevam's kind of the next prospect here, and undefeated 11-0. I think he's going to be able to grapple with Charles Johnson and standing with him on the striking, man. He's just better all around fighter. Yeah. So I'm going to take him at -130. I think is a cheap price.
Yeah. Oh, you're going with Estevam? Yeah, probably Charles Johnson's on a 2-fight losing streak.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll probably just go the same. There's a lot of fighters on these fights that I'm not hella familiar with like that, and it's just like a lot of fillers for this.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, and this guy, you know, he has fought some decent competition, so the experience, I think, for UFC, obviously, Charles Johnson. But I'm not getting fooled no more. I tried to bet on him after he fought Mokaev. He's won a couple, but he's lost a few that recently that I thought he was gonna do something, and he really wasn't. So yeah, I'm going with Estevam here. Next up, we got any chick fights here? No, it's a few chick fight later. But here we got Jose Johnson against Chad Ellinger. This is an interesting one. And Jose Johnson, he's a what is he? He's a favorite. I know he's a big favorite here. So which kind of surprised me.
Jose.
Is this fight off? No, this can't be. No, never mind. It's he's -185 here. Chad Hellinger +160. But yeah, no, this kind of surprised me. I mean, Jose Johnson, pretty good. He took a short notice fight, I think, on his last fight against Damon Blackshear. Or he's the one that got beat by the Twister, the infamous Twister that everyone went crazy about. But I mean, I believe it was short notice, if anything. And Chad Ellinger, I mean, you can't sleep on him, but at the same time, he's not the it guy, you know. He's kind of old, 36 years old. His last fight, he lost to Orangutan, which, you know, isn't that impressive a fighter, just more of a power puncher, you know. So, decent fighter, but I'm going to go with the favorite here. I don't love the price, but I think Charles Johnson is not Charles Johnson, sorry, Jose Johnson. Yeah, Jose Johnson. I'm going with him right there. Wish the odds were a little better, but I think he wins it.
Yeah. I'm going with JJ Jose Johnson.
Jose. Doubt I'll be betting this one.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these sketchy fights. Okay, we're getting into a little more comp here. We got Jonathan Pierce against Joe Anderson Brito. Jonathan Pierce. So it looks like he's going to be a slight favorite here, minus 130. Brito plus 110 right now. Man, this is a great fight. Great fight, man. I think for those that really like the MMA scene, this is the one where it might be the banger fight, man. We don't know about Brito other than he's a monster. 15-3. He's well rounded, and he throws bombs,
Yeah, what
but
was
he
his
does
last
gases
fight?
out.
No, look at his last fight.
Yeah, he's been knocking fools out, and then he can finish fools on the ground too. So his BJJ's good. Pierce is more like the JSP. You know, that's kind of his thing. He's gonna be able to grapple, not a BJJ guy, but in a solid like technicals type of striker. You know, this one's tough, man. I think it's like a pick 'em, so the odds are kind of close to where it should be. If I had to pick one right now, I'm going Brito. You know, just because he's the dog, and I think he has a shot here. But I don't know. Pierce is the more technical fighter, but
He's
I'm leaning Brito with the
he's
value.
he's undefeated in the UFC. Pierce.
Pierce, yeah. No, he's a prospect for sure. He's like a big one, and he has some decent wins too. Christian Rodriguez, Amir Khani, Darren Elkins. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
those guys are no joke.
Oh no, yeah. His only loss in the UFC is to Bill Algeo. That's not a bad loss, but the thing about Brito, I feel like he's too stiff sometimes when he be
Mm-hmm.
fighting.
Definitely. So the striking, I think, is going to be on the Pierce side as far as the technicality goes. Brito's all going to be more power, and Brito gasses himself out. That's another big thing. Is as far as the cardio, I think it's all going to be on Pierce side as the fight goes longer. Man, maybe the over 2.5 might have some value to it. It's plus money, so they think it's going to be finished. But the over 2.5 is plus 135. You know, I'm still thinking on this fight. It's a tough one.
Yeah, Pierce hasn't fought in a while too.
Mm-hmm.
Since December. Yeah, I think Brito might be the bet because it's like the plus money.
Yeah, when in doubt, it's usually the dog or a situation. But I gotta look into this one deeper because I do see some points for Pierce for sure. But Brito is kind of scary to get in front of him, especially when he's the underdog. He's definitely always live. So for now, if I had to pick for value, I'm going Brito, but it's gonna be a tough one. I don't like betting against Pierce.
Yeah.
Here we go. We got some interesting heavyweights here. We got Mick.
Is this the main card or we still on the prelims? Oh, it's still the prelims, right?
Yeah, we still in the prelims. There's still a few more prelim fights here. Mick Parkins, man, undefeated, huge favorite, which is surprising. He's minus 330 right now. Heavyweights. Last time he's known for beating Jamal Pogues for his debut in UFC, and I called that one. I like Mick Parkins. He was a big underdog, and now he's a big favorite because the guy he's going against is from the Contender Series. If you guys look at this guy, Bigfoot, 8-1-1. He won by a decision here. So, I mean, Mick Parkins is pretty good, and he's a better fighter and should be the favorite here. But I'm not laying minus 330 with a heavyweight. I know some people are, but one punch could really change anything. So, if anything, I might sprinkle on Machado at plus 270 here, plus 300. But nothing big for me. But if you think who I think is going to win, I say Mick Parkins for sure. But definitely, I might be sprinkling Machado.
Oh shit!
In case y'all haven't yet, go ahead and light up and
don't die like me. But yeah, this fight kind of like whatever. A lot of these fights are. Yeah, I probably see the value with Mickey Parkin, but I probably wouldn't even touch it.
He's such a huge favorite. That's like with heavyweights. Like I hate laying huge, like minus 300s, minus 400 with heavyweights.
But
unless
it's like
you're like John Jones.
You're like a sloppy heavyweight though, so it's like
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, is it worth the favorite that people are laying in the parlay?
Yeah. What's the other guy look like? Machado. Go to his shit.
Oh, Machado. Yeah, he was from Contender Series here. Brazilian dude, a little looks like he might be a little soft for a big ass fool, but
Let me see it. Keep
Bigfoot,
scrolling.
pretty decent. He's over here, beat Kevin Savarsky. I believe that was an upset here, and he won by decision. But he got some ground game. He got some ground game. Okay, striking, not better than Parkin.
Yeah. Nah, yeah. I mean, this fight gonna be close. I feel like the
Yeah, it's gonna be
over.
close. And it might end quickly, but the totals, I don't even see the totals out yet.
I
If it's
think.
1.5 and there's plus money on the over, you might want to look at that. Maybe
Yeah, I think the over might hit.
that might be the move.
Two.
Next up, we got some chick fights that you've been waiting for, man. It's Lucy Pudilova against Eileen Perez, the twerking lady with the OnlyFans here. We got
Oh.
look at her nickname, bro. You like her nickname?
What is it?
Nurmagomedov.
What?
She's from Argentina, though, I believe. 8-2. She's the one that always be dancing and twerking after she wins. But yeah, she last few fights. I mean, last fight I went big on her because she was going against Ashley Evans
The other
Smith.
OnlyFans girl.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, but when she fought better competition like Egger, she got beat up. She got finished.
Yeah.
So she's one of those girls that is gonna be able to grapple and wrestle. She has decent, okay hands. But I'm a little worried because Pudilova here, she's not great, but this is her second stint in the UFC, and she's got a lot of experience. She got a split decision loss by Jocelyn Edwards that some people like yourself, right? It says was sketchy, right?
Oh, that was the one that Jocelyn got over, and then Jocelyn got played her next fight. Yep.
Yeah, we were talking about this. But then she also beat Yana Wu before. So she's done some stuff since she's gone to the UFC at the beginning, because at the beginning they threw her to the wolves here. They gave her Liz Carmouche, Justine Kish.
She fought some people too, like Lena Landsberg, Carmouche, Aldana, Antonina,
Jin Young Kim. Yeah, so this is since 2018. So she's coming back. She's gotten better. So, I mean, I like Perez, but the price tag right now looks like Perez is 270 or 175, minus 175. Minus 180.
Yeah.
So I like Perez if I had to pick who to win, but at minus 180 on a girl fight like this, I mean, the value, I can see the value being on Pudilova for sure.
Sure.
So at plus 155. So I might fuck with that. The over might be something that y'all might use as a parlay piece. Over 2.5 minus 275 though. But other than that, it's hard to really fuck with this chick fight.
Yeah, especially 14-8, but she does have more experience, so that might help her.
Exactly. That's the thing. Like, those are the intangibles that kind of keep me from like really, really going crazy on Perez at this price, because minus 180. If it was Perez minus 110, 120, you know what I'm saying? Now I might be interested. Next up, we got Nicholas Mota against Trey Ogden. For those smoking on the Mota. But yeah, he's a knockout type of guy. Get finished or get finished. But the only recent win he's had is against Cameron Van Camp, who's not a very big. He lost to Jim Miller, lost to Manuel Torres, pretty much getting finished. But with Trey Ogden, I mean, he's pretty decent, but he's not really known to be a super finisher.
Yeah,
16-6. He is on a one-fight losing streak here. Lost to Bahamondes, who's a prospect, and he did beat Zellhuber, who's another prospect.
Yeah,
and he lost to the Monkey King here, which is respectable in my opinion to lose to Monkey King. But I mean, the odds are Mota minus 130, Ogden 110. I'm leaning Ogden just because I think he's a decently well-rounded guy, but I also see Mota bouncing back.
He's taller too, right?
Who, Ogden?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 5'11", and Mota is 5'9". Yeah,
2 inches.
It's a great matchup, though. I would say UFC's making some like close. These matchups are hard to call, man. So when in doubt for me, I'm leaning Ogden on the value, but
it's just like matchup of mid.
Yeah, exactly, and that's how you're good at matchmaking. So that it's just mid. You can matchmake mids.
Yeah, because this fool Mota, like, red flag, bro. You getting knocked out by Jim Miller in 2022, bro. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll go with Trigger Trey.
He might present some. Yeah, he's more well rounded, but the problem is he's not a knockout guy. You know, he's
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I
for
don't
this
know.
fight, I feel like that's all you gotta do. Just use the distance, shit like that.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Man, next up, man, I heard rumors that this fight is possibly canceled.
Oh,
Euros Midic against
Udo Smitic,
Johnny Parsons. So the
mullet
odds are still
Parsons.
up. So I'm gonna. So they haven't announced anything. So Midic is minus 230 here against Johnny Parsons plus 200. Medic's 9-1.
Yeah,
He had some great wins and only lost to Jalen Turner in his career here in the UFC. So for me, I like this guy here minus 230. I know people are hyped on Johnny Parsons from his last upset. Because he is a badass. He's down
yeah.
to scrape, he's down to do whatever, and he's durable.
He's the
And he beat
mullet
up, but it's Danny Roberts, bruh. Danny Roberts, what's his name? Sexual Hershey Chocolate or whatever his fight name is.
man.
He got no chin. Danny Roberts is sus. So I'm going Medics here. I would use him in a parlay. I would bet him straight minus 230. I just think Parsons only has a way of knockout to win, to be honest. So if you're going to bet on Parsons, you might want to look at even the knockout prop
Yeah. The thing
for
is,
some extra plus money.
it's a small cage. It's like, why was this fight going to get canceled? Do you know who was hurt or what?
Yeah, well, the rumor that I read was that Parsons' side is pulling out due
Oh,
to it could be whatever undisclosed reasons right now, but it might not be true. He might. These are just reports, guys. We haven't announced anything yet.
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, Udos, he's been winning, so I have to go with that. But there's value in Parsons. Like his last fight, he was a big underdog, and he came out there and just went ham. So
Yeah, Parsons by knockout is plus 250. Wow. So that's, the way they think he's going to win, obviously.
even though was it the fight before, or who was
Yeah,
it?
it was.
Solomon.
His last fight,
Contender series. Yeah.
he knocked out Danny Roberts, and then before that was
Split.
Solomon Renfro.
Yeah, there's value in this fool though after his last fight, especially against like the Udos dude. Like, nah, I guess he is. He's raw. Where's he from? Croatia. Yeah.
Yeah, man. He's more of the prospect, the
The
more
dog.
technical. Parsons is a brawler, just like down to get scrapped, down to get knocked out if he needs to, and down to knock people out. So I can see why people are taking the shot with Parsons because I see some love for Parsons. But I just like Medici. I think it's just better overall. As far as the next fight, we got the only other chick fight here. So you better cherish it. 11-4, Amanda Ribas.
Hey.
Going against your girl Luana Pinheiro, 11-1, bro. This is crazy. They got Ribas as a huge favorite here because there's some red flags on the Pinheiro side, but Ribas is now a minus 235, Pinheiro plus 200. So some money's coming on Pinheiro because she was a bigger underdog, which I kind of agree. I hate to say it because Ribas is definitely better in my opinion, better technical striker, possibly even quicker. Pinheiro has the most sus wins. That split decision with Michelle Watterson, sketch, or win on Sam Hughes is whatever. Miranda Marcos, like those are the type of opponents where Ribas has fought pretty much anyone at this point in the division.
Yeah.
Even though she lost, she's fought everyone.
The only thing
She
that's
beat Verna, dude.
the only thing that's wrong with Amanda Ribas is when she fights like strikers. The strikers always like piece her up. Cause look, Macy Barber TKO loss. Chukagan got pieced up in the decision.
The
Marina
Kia.
Rodriguez TKO'd.
Yeah.
You feel me? So like, it's only like when she fights against good strikers, she'll take an L, and then like you said, this other girl Pinheiro, she doesn't like her wins are like kind of whatever. Like, look, you got Michelle Watterson. She shouldn't have won that fight. Against Michelle. That's the one that Michelle should have actually got. And then Ryan Marcos, who you won by disqualification, and Sam Hughes. And like also look, she hasn't been fighting a lot.
I agree. So there's way more red flags on Pinheiro's side. So Ribas is definitely the rightful favorite for sure. But me laying minus 200, 250 with Ribas does not make me feel good. Like that doesn't make me feel good. If I had to take a shot here, I might sprinkle on the Pinheiro, just my plus 200, maybe even by knockout here, just as a sprinkle, just for value. As far as who I think wins, I think Ribas should win. She's the much better fighter, faster. I think she's actually the better striker. But we'll see how her chin holds up. If Pinheiro can actually, hit her. So, well, we'll see. I actually like the two chicks here, but Pinheiro has way more red flags, way more.
Yeah.
What else we got here? Now we're getting into some of the good shit, because those last two fights were the opening of the main card. Now we got interesting when they squeezed in here, bro. Peyton Talbot, 6-0 from Contender Series. He's the biggest favorite in the card. He was like a minus 500, 600. Now he's minus 850, bro, on Bet Online. Crazy. But he's going against Nick Aguirre. Nick Aguirre is Slick Nick, is what they call him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, here we go. 7-1. The last fight he did was he lost to Argueta, which is not a terrible loss. Argueta's pretty okay. Good grappler. But Talbot here, I mean, I don't like the minus 820 or whatever it is now. If you got him in a greasy parlay at like minus 500-600, maybe that's okay. But minus 800 is getting a little crazy here, guys. But I think Talbot is he's durable, well-rounded, great striker. Yeah, he's like an advanced Bruce Leroy. I'm going Talbot, obviously, man. I think Talbot can finish him.
For sure. But like you say, it's too big to like fuck with.
Mm-hmm. I mean, some people might even be like, okay, I could just blindly sprinkle some pizza money on Nick Aguirre here at plus 550, plus 600, just because it's a real fight. Anything can happen. But Talbot's pretty durable. That's the one thing that keeps me in the sense of like, okay, Talbot is a durable ass dude. And I love durability, because anyone, any of the skilled guys can strike, but if you have no chin, any point you get in touch, your whole skill set's going to change, So, but yeah, we won't talk too much on that, because that is just that's just too lopsided there. They don't want you betting on that at all.
Sonny.
Here we go. Fight of the night for me personally. I really like this. We got the Monkey King, baby, making his return. Jordan Levitt, 11-2, as an underdog. What? And he's going against Chase the Dream Hooper, man. The prospect been looking real good in the last few fights. 12-3. He moved up in weight, I believe, from the last fight, and he's done really good ever since he moved up in weight. He beat Nick Fiore. We saw the hands improve, but when his hands improve, he's still leaving his face open. He's a very lanky guy, jiu-jitsu specialist. But hey, don't sleep on the Monkey King. He got some jiu-jitsu too in his back pocket, man.
Yeah,
he could grapple.
I mean, yeah, and that's, if anything, that's the Monkey King's, but that's his like weakness. Who tapped him out? It was Patty, right?
Patty Pimblett, yeah. So
that was his last fight, also, right? Or am I tripping?
Nah, his last fight was
Victor Martinez.
Victor Martinez, yeah, who he hit the knees and punches. Yeah, slept him.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. Like Chase Hooper, like for him to be this much of a favor over like Jordan Levitt, it's kind of crazy in my opinion. Because Jordan Levitt ain't no slouch. He got hands, you feel me? Like his grappling's all right, but is this gonna come down to if Chase Hooper is really that much of a wizard of jiu-jitsu? Like, can he really overpower the Monkey King, take him down, or take his back right away? Something like that. But I think Monkey King can TKO. I feel like he's better, and he's like coming out of a better camp, Extreme Couture, especially how good they're doing right now. He trains with Strickland all the time. Strickland's told him to stop being a pussy. Like,
hey, the Twerk King. No, you're right. I mean, I think obviously anyone could win this fight. Hooper is a prospect, and you've seen him get better every fight from what he was before. But yeah, like minus 250 now. Now it's down to like 220, 210. But like, so the money's been coming on Levitt, which I agree with. Some of my money's gone on it. I got him at plus 190. If y'all were able to get him plus 200, even plus 180 right now, it's definitely worth the shot, man. I think anything 150 or better, Levitt's a good spot here. So I'm going with Jordan Levitt. It's probably going to be one of my best bets here. Plus 180, plus 190.
And I feel like if you do want to bet on Chase Hooper, like bet like submission for him. You feel me?
Yeah,
because
he's
I
gonna
think that
stand and fight. He doesn't give up. That's the one thing about Hooper too. His volume of striking when he does strike is a lot. He just like tries to pile it on, but he could get hit. So hopefully the Monkey King could do something about it. Maybe not the body slam. Remember the body slam he did with the dude's neck that got him all
nah,
knocked out?
he doesn't. He shouldn't like try to play that game of grappling with Hooper. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
no.
mean? He should strike and like fuck him up. Because even that Fiore fight that Hooper won, I think Fiore took that fight like short notice. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah,
Yeah, man.
Monkey
I think
King
it's some
for
value
sure.
there. Monkey King, baby. I hope
We
he
need
wins and twerks.
some splits.
Yay, do the split so you got no balls.
Whoa,
Moving on, co-main event here. We got Michael Morales, the prospect, undefeated, 15-0. His last fight where
Ecuador.
he really proved to me, man. And he's a huge favorite, by the way, minus 300 here. Going against your boy
Nah, is he?
Jake Matthews,
No, he's minus 280 right now.
280. Yeah, so some money's coming on Jake Matthews. He was minus 300 at one
I
point.
mean, Jake Matthews
Let's
is
see.
cool, but I feel like Mike Morales is just gonna style on him. You know what I'm saying? Like he's that new like dude coming up for show in that division.
Yeah, and
So
he
Can't
beat
find
our
him.
boy Max Griffin last fight by decision. Max Griffin is a real ass fighter, man. That really proved to me
Yeah,
that
which like
Morales ain't no joke.
and which he came back because like I feel like Max won the first round of that. He hurt him, like fucked up his eye hella
Mm-hmm.
bad. So he showed
Shows
that he got like
resilience.
he showed he got grit. The kid's got moxie. Jake
Yeah,
Matthews just like a strong ass Australian. Maybe the grappling can try to help him, but I feel like I don't think it's gonna help. I think Morales is just like he's top tier. He's the like you could maybe even say like future champ.
yeah. He's a contender tier for sure. I mean, Jake Matthews not bad, but he's kind of the middle tier. I mean, he's been around forever and he's fought for a while now. And he's only 29 here, even though it
Yeah.
felt like he's been fighting forever, right, on the UFC.
No, yeah, you hear
Um,
that? Yeah, because he was just like Australian and he was young, so they were trying to pump him up for a minute because when UFC is big in the Australian market, so like if they have any kind of prospects, every time they go out there, just like all right, we'll have you on the prelims, and.
yeah. I'm definitely going Morales as a parlay piece for sure. Minus 280 right now.
Yeah.
I would use him in a parlay. I think he wins. I'm not probably gonna not bet a prop, but I would think he could finish him if he really puts his mind to it.
Yeah. Also could be just decision because he fights like that too. Like he's like
Oh
hella.
man,
He
the
fights
over.
really. He fights really technical. I feel like.
Yep, the over 1.5. It's at 1.5, and it's minus 185.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so we'll see on that one. Finally, we got the main fucking event here.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, we
The
got the
fight of
Bear
the
Jew.
year. The fight of the year.
We got everyone's favorite, the Bear Jew, Paul Craig,
Paul
17-6.
Paulie Craig.
He's 35, going on 40.
Hey,
But I mean, he made a resurgence going into this weight class.
yeah.
He beat Andre Muniz by knockout, like ground and pound. So it's not, and he's fought the who's. He's fought everyone, and he's
Yeah.
beaten people like Jamal Hill. That's a huge win.
Shogun.
Shogun, Krylov, like Antigulov. These are some real ass dudes that he's actually beaten, Ankalaev. So you got to respect him. And the odds make me kind of feel nauseous, bro. Brendan Allen opened at like a minus 300. Now he's minus 450.
I know why they keep juicing it up.
People are going, and I agree. I think Brendan Allen wins, but as minus 450, like Jesus Christ, come on. Like everyone just relax a second. So I don't blame anyone for sprinkling on Paul Craig because he's always live in this. But Brendan Allen's real well rounded.
Yeah, scroll down.
He's had a little resurgence and a little streak
Yeah,
going,
the
man.
Bruno Silva who just lost to that Russian guy and it was a close fight. But the Andre Muniz fight, that was man, he's been doing pretty well. Damn, he's on a big fight win streak. Damn, is this the upset might right here? The upset, the little stinger.
Man. How I'm gonna play. I'm definitely picking Allen to win here. I might do one of those greasy parlays where I anchor it with Allen, and then when it comes down and still alive, I'm gonna hedge it with Craig at plus money. so I could lock in some profit because that's the
Oh,
way.
yeah.
Because I think Allen's much better and just younger, but as far as the odds, that's not right. That's not
Yeah.
right. Fuck that. So I guess Allen, but sprinkle on Craig pizza money, man. He's live.
Nah, yeah. Oh, for sure. I'm going with Allen.
What do you think about the under over here? We got 1.5 rounds is pick'ems. That's crazy. They're saying it's gonna be finished.
I
I
mean,
mean,
it
I would
is
rather go over.
these two fighters do fight like to the death. Like Paul Craig always goes hella hard in the first round. That's why he usually gas like in the second. But Allen's hella technical. It's in a small cage. I feel they're gonna fill each other out. The over that might be a good bet. The main
Over
event,
at -110.
the co-main event, main event that would be a cool parlay. The overs.
Yeah, the clench your butt cheeks
Uh,
overs. But yeah, I think that might be a great look. The over 1.5. Yeah, because I don't think it might not go to decision. Because they're going 5 rounds in this, right?
yeah.
So I don't think it goes 5 rounds. But if it's at 1.5, I think there might be some value there. But what do you got for the best looks? Are you excited for any of these fights, or is this just like too cool down for you?
And it's kind of whatever. But there's some I feel like. Hold on. I got best bet will probably be like lock of the night. It probably got to be Michael Morales.
Michael Morales. All right.
And then I would do a parlay with Brendan Allen, Morales,
The Greasy. That's the one I was thinking.
Levitt,
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Throw it all in
and
there.
Hebas.
He was okay. Okay.
Yeah, and then another one. Fuck. A little that Trey Ogden, he's an underdog. Huh? Damn.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, maybe a little double banger. We'll do Ogden, Burrito, and the Monkey King.
And the Monkey King. We're big on the Monkey King over here, bro. Because I think I have to go with that. That as well. As far as one of my best bets here, I'm going the Monkey King Levitt at plus. I think I got it at 190, but it's at plus 185 right now. Either way, it's going to be good. I'll take all that. What else I got? We got the. Oh yeah, I'm going to give y'all the a parlay as well. Oh no, Estevam at minus. It's at minus 130 right now. I would take that. Estevam minus 130, and for the little some greasy parlay. Let me see. I'm gonna go Eros Medic. I'm gonna go him. That fight might be canceled, so I mean I'll add 2 more than just in case. Michael Morales, and then I'm gonna go Brendan Allen, man. I think that'll get you some even money there with those 3. So that's gonna be what I like to do right there. And I'm excited for that Monkey King. I guess we're big Monkey King fans here in the Gen G universe. Make that booty clap. Him and some. I hope he comes out to some sexy red.
That'd be hilarious.
Hey, should I tweet him? Hey, you should come out to some at least ski yee. It doesn't have to be some
for real. That would be
hey,
hilarious, bro.
Hey, I'm about to do it right after this show right here. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in.
Either he come out to that or that song or Rich Baby Daddy.
He would. I mean, he's been picking weird songs, so I'm sure.
I shake that ass for drink. I still got some love.
Oh, it's hella funny. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. For those that have been tuning in, man, we've been winning y'all some money if y'all been following, man. So just give us some cool insight.
No, what I hit on football. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that on the Smoke Down where Nesto bounces back with a big parlay here. But yeah, man, y'all put in your comments what you like, what you don't like as far as picks and just share this shit, man. Smoke up and win some fucking money, bitch.
Yeah, man. Rack it up. I feel like the bets we gave y'all this week, I feel like those are some good ones.
We're riding on the Monkey King, bro. If the Monkey King doesn't win,
Man, it's just like, bro, Chase Pooper, like, come on,
he
bro.
is the favorite by a big
That's
favorite too.
crazy though. Like
Not even a small favorite.
the way he be fighting is like insane to me. Like he be getting pieced up. And what's the name's a finisher? Like don't get the antics. Don't get confused by the fruity little antics.
Yeah.
He be finishing shit. Pause.
Hey, I'll add an extra greasy leg. Add on Talbot too. on my parlay. Medic, in case Medic falls off, Medic might not. So Morales, Allen, Talbot. That's probably not going to do much for you, but I really think he just dominates here. So, but peace out, y'all. Smoke out. Tune in to Smoke Out. Smoke down.